What Lisa's doing needs to be done, and what Congress may do needs to be done. Doing nothing is the worst of all situations for us as Americans. The EPA regulation of carbon, I think, would be a disaster for consumers and businesses because they don't have the tools that Congress would have to transition to a low-carbon economy. Putting a regulatory burden on American businesses now would be a job killer, and those prices would be passed on to consumers who are having a hard time to pay the bills. Jim and I agree on that. Now, when it comes to carbon pollution, I'm in the camp that believes that all the stuff being spewed out of the cars and the trucks and the plants is not good for you. But I'd like to find a business-friendly way to regulate carbon, a way that maybe we haven't used in the past that would set a price on carbon in one sector of the economy that would create more jobs than we would lose. You know, the Gulf oil spill is a heartbreaking event. To those who believe that fossil fuels they're going to be with us for a while, but would you let your children go swimming in the Gulf now? Why do you think burning that stuff and breathing it is good for you if you wouldn't let your kids swim in it? I'd love America one day to be less dependent on foreign oil. 21 million barrels of oil is used a day to power America. 9 million come from domestic exploration. It would be a national security nightmare to take offshore exploration off the table forever because of this heartbreaking event. We must find more here and use less over time. And Congress is the right body to do that. It is my hope and my dream that before too long, America can be in a country not dependent on overseas foreign oil. If you want to know what gas prices are going to be this summer, ask OPEC, because they're the ones that provide us with the most oil. So I'd like a rational energy policy that would allow us to explore domestically for fossil fuels, because we're going to need them for a very long time to come. And I'm in the wing of the Republican Party that has no problem with trying to find ways to clean up our air. We can have a debate about global warming, and I'm not in the camp that believes man-made emissions are contributing overwhelmingly to global climate change, but I do believe the planet is heating up. But I am in the camp of believing that clean air is a noble purpose for every Republican to pursue. And the key is to make it business-friendly. The worst model in the world to become energy independent and clean up the air is the EPA regulating carbon. That's what brings us together. And Lisa Murkowski is going to get bipartisan support for this. This is not just a bunch of Republicans railing on the EPA. There are plenty of our Democratic colleagues who understand that the model being chosen by the Obama administration will be devastating to our economy. There is a better way. Let's find that way together. Let's begin by preempting the EPA, but over time replace EPA regulation with carbon with a common sense system that will create jobs in America so China doesn't own the alternative energy economy, that will break our dependency on foreign oil, and yes, provide cleaner air for America.